Alright, hello YouTube. Just want to put this video out for anybody who is interested in executing a leader rush. I want to do this mainly for beginners, so the easiest guy you want to use is Chieftain. And at the beginning, I like to build my supply pad first, just so I can get supplies up and running. Most people like doing the temple first, but not in my case. Now, for your scout unit, what you want to do is, I never really scout out the opponent. I just go for resources instantly off the bat. Sorry about that part right there. I was just inviting a friend real quick while there was a little spare time. So you have your warehouse building, then your temple next, and always have your chopper looking out for resources. So as your temple is building and you have your warehouse and your scout getting resources, at the end of the time your temple is being built, you should have around 400 or a little bit over 400 resources. And you'll notice that here, I think it's at 300. Yep, just hit over 400. So I put up my warehouse, my second warehouse, and you're not going to be doing anything else but building warehouses at this point. So now the chieftain comes out. You want to lock down the base right away and put out 2 brutes right away. Now what you want to do with your brute is keep advancing him across the map slowly but surely, so by the time you're ready for your attack, he's going to be in position. And at the same time, make sure that your chopper is out looking for more resources constantly. This game I wasn't too worried about trying really hard, because I found out later that this guy didn't even have a rank, and which is good because I want to make it an easy tutorial. Alright, now one thing you always want to do is, I made a slight mistake there. You always want to have a brute being ready to come out and warehouses building non-stop. You never want to have a slight moment where nothing is being built, and that was a mistake I made slightly. And remember, just keep putting out those brute chieftains. Now coming up here in a little bit, after I build that last warehouse on the base, there's a big decision that you want to make, and that decision is to either expand your base, which I don't do. And the reason you want to expand your base is to either put out energy bubble around your base, or you can upgrade your brute chieftain with inheritance, which will really help for your rush. Now, one thing I want to point out is, you want to get your rush out, you want to start attacking right before 5 minutes. Like, if it's exactly at 5 minutes, that's fine, because your brute power will overwhelm the opponent, because that special unit of the brute is just extremely powerful, and they got a lot of potential, especially if you upgrade them. So here's when I started debating my decision whether I think I upgraded my one warehouse. And that's where I made my decision that I wanted to put inheritance on my chieftain, you know, just to execute a better rush. So right now, I'm just letting time pass. I keep building up my brutes, preparing for my attack, and then I slow down for a little bit on my chopper there, which you don't want to do. You want to constantly be looking for resources, and there's always going to be 2 right by your base, where I spawn to the right side of it, and then at the upper left where it shows that little symbol on the map, there's always going to be resources by there, and you want to keep that in mind. Those are 3 easy resources to access to. And coming up here in a sec, when I go back to look at my chieftain, I notice I push him up right here, and I'm like, wow, this guy didn't even pick up some of the resources right by his base. Alright, again, always constantly check back, make sure you keep building your brutes up, getting a strong army. See, and right there, that's when I decided to do inheritance instead of expanding my base. And that's a big decision you want to make, like, because the energy shield is very important, keeping that around your base. And I realized, like, wow, this guy wasted all this money on buying, I think it's 500 or 250 for each. He bought 2 turrets on his base, and if the enemy does that, even if they add flamethrowers on them, especially for infantry units like yourself, because an advanced player will scout you out and potentially know that you're going to be doing a leader rush, just by knowing that you have nothing but warehouses on your base, and your chieftains pushing out far, like especially close to their base. An advanced player will know that. So right here I go for my attack, but even if these turrets have flamethrowers on, it's no problem, because the chieftain along with the brutes can quickly take them out in ease.
Enemy engagement. Citadel upgrade complete.
So here I notice he has a couple marines. He was trying to do a slow play, maybe, I don't know, get grizzlies or something. I think he was playing as cutter. I can't remember who he was playing at, but look right there. It was that easy to take out that turret. And then you just have your brutes keep attacking the base and leave the infantry units for chieftain, because it's no problem for him. They're not going to do much to him, and it's simple for him. You know, you don't want to lower the numbers of your brutes just to some simple infantry guys. So just keep that in mind as well. So yeah, this is pretty much it. It's as easy as this, because I mean, this guy didn't really do much. I wasn't really worried about it. I went back to the base to check if I was even kept building brutes, but I didn't. So I just threw up an energy base in a warehouse for no reason, just for the hell of it. But yeah, if you're playing against a better player and you're doing this, make sure that you keep on building your brutes as you're doing this attack, because an advanced player will take down your army in size, and you want to keep on teleporting those brutes to your leader. And another point on that is keep your leader alive, and as soon as you see a disruption bomb thrown down, you want to dip out of there. Like, you don't even want to fight with it anymore. It's just not a good idea. So right here, it's pretty much over for this guy. He sends out a last second Spartan trying to destroy my chieftain, but I was out of resources right there, so might as well go for him and take him down, you know, add up on the points. And for a rush like this, if you execute it properly and you win in ease, you're going to have an 8.4 bonus multiplier, and that's because you're constantly building and constantly doing something, and that'll keep your multiplier up. If you're just kind of sitting there stalled and not really doing much, it's not going to help out. And as you see, his base goes down just like that, defeated, no more units out there, and right there, the 8.4 multiplier, and that's what you're looking for when you're playing regular multiplayer matches. So alright guys, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you, like, subscribe, comment at the bottom. I'll catch you later.